Hi friends, in this video I'm going to be talking about my Notion setup. Now I've only been using Notion for about 4 months now, but I have been talking about Notion a lot in these videos, so I just thought maybe I should show my Notion setup. Now there are a lot of other Notion videos out there, and there's a lot of videos which can help you to use Notion as well. Notion is basically a note-taking app, but in that app you can set up your notes however way you like it. And there's basically no right way to set up and no wrong way to set up, but there's actually a lot of features which is inside Notion, and in this video I'm going to show how I actually set up my Notion. Now it might not be the best out there, but it kind of works for me for now. Maybe in the future I'll change it, but now it's kind of nice. So let me show you. So let's go. Alright, so this is my Notion setup. Now this is basically the home page of my Notion, and basically in all of the pages in Notion there's always a title which you can write, and then there's an icon. You can choose any icon you like, or you can upload an image, and then there's a cover. Now for a cover there's really some inbuilt covers, but you can also upload your own, or you can also find one. These are all covers made by other people. Usually I go to Unsplash and I can just type anything, so movie, and then I can pick any cover over here. Alright, so in Notion we basically have blocks, pages and databases. Now books and quotes, this is basically a page, and I can just click on it, and over here I just have some books which I've read and some quotes, and this is the page. As you can see, there's another icon and a cover. I'll show you how to make pages later, but basically in this, as you can see, there's a gallery view. You can also change it to be a table view or a board view where you can add tags and all, and there's all kinds of views. But basically this is the database. So now if I just click on this opens up a new page, and I've shown the percentage I've read inside that book and all that, and I just put some rough kind of notes which I just copy pasted from that book. Alright, and then there's a fun side which is YouTube, and over here you can see I have made some tags. I made an in progress tag and a completed tag and an idea tag. So whenever I think of an idea, there'll just be in an idea tag, and then when I'm doing the video, so it's Notion, then I put an in progress, and then when it's completed I'll just put a complete tag. And I'll also add on to this table in the future, but for now it's just this. And if I make it to a board view, it looks like this. The thing I like about Notion is that it's very clean. For example, I can just move this. If I just move this from in progress to completed, you'll see there's nothing in progress and it's all completed. And if I go back to the table, you'll see that Notion is now completed. And everything is so clean in here. And I can also add another view. So maybe a list view or something like that. But I don't actually use this. I also have a calendar over here. Now this calendar, I only use it when there are exams. So I just mark the days of my exam, and I just have a thing which says exam tomorrow for an exam. If you install Notion on your phone, it can remind you at a specific time, which is quite cool. And now I'm gonna show you to my education part of my Notion. Now honestly, I only suggest you to actually have one workspace. So maybe just Sandeep Singh's Notion. I don't suggest you to have two. But the reason why I had two is because in Notion you have a free plan, but there's also a premium plan. But for students, we get the premium plan for free. So I just thought of getting the premium plan as well as the free plan. But honestly, I only suggest you to have one, and it's always better to have one, because if you have two, then you'll have to constantly switch from one to the other. So I think it's better to actually just have one. Okay, so in this is where I write all my notes for my exams. So essentially I've toggled this. Now this is where I use active recall. So there's this question, how to show if time complexity of merge sort is slower than time complexity of insertion sort. I'm thinking of the answer of the question, and then when I think of an answer, then I can like go inside this toggle and like see the answer, and then I'll like see if this answer is actually the same as like what I thought the answer is supposed to be. And that is basically just use active recall. And like it's so simple like to move things in Notion. Like if I want, I can just move this out and like put this here, so then it'll just be an empty toggle, but I can just put this back in, and there we go. Now some keyboard kind of extensions you can do in Notion is this. If you want to open all the toggles right now, you can just press like Control, Alternate and T, and everything will be opened. And if you want to close it, just press Control Alt T again. And like if you want, you can also like add a different color to your answers and like a different color to your questions, just like doing this, highlighting and changing it to like blue, so there's a different colors. In Notion, everything is inside the slash button. When you just press slash, it shows you everything which you can do in Notion. So like if you want, you can add like a to-do list, do a video, and then tick it and it'll be cancelled. And like you can do anything in here. So if you want, you can make like a toggle list. So like just press slash and like toggle, and then there'll be like a question, and then here's the answer. But a faster way to also make toggle lists is just by typing the more than sign and press space, and automatically this is made. And like if I want, I can like make another page in here, and like I can just say programming. And you can also use like a template if you have made a template, or you can just make it to be like an empty kind of thing. So then over here you can see this thing called programming, and you can just like press it, and this is automatically made. So it's basically like pages inside pages. And like you can also like write math equations, so like just press like slash and like just type maths, and you can just type like x plus z equals to fraction 1 and 2, and there we go. And a good thing about Notion is that you can also like type code inside. So like type slash with like code, and like you can choose a language. So like if I choose like Python, and there's also like syntax highlighting, which is quite cool. And like you can also like take screenshots and like paste screenshots like this. You can take like PDFs from other places, and like you can do all kinds of stuff inside here. But the thing about Notion is that you kind of need Wi-Fi whenever you use Notion, because everything is like in the cloud. So you kind of need Wi-Fi to actually use it. And like just use the free version of Notion. The free version is really fantastic in Notion. And I recommend you to like just have like one workspace inside Notion. And like the main reason why I use Notion is because like I can use active recall. Like with the toggle list I showed you, that allowed me to use active recall, which is good. And like you should use Notion like any way like you feel like it. Like there's no right or wrong way to like use Notion. And like Notion can be tough for beginners. Like when I first started using Notion, like I just wanted to like stop using Notion like the moment I tried it, because like everything was like so complex and all that. And it is complex. There is a lot of features which you can do in Notion and all that. So the advice I like to give to like beginners is that there'll be like templates which Notion will give when you first install Notion. You should delete all those templates because the features are like very complicated for beginners. So you should delete all the templates, and like you should just start using Notion from like scratch. Just like type something in Notion and start using it from scratch, and like use the slash command and like make like toggles and all that, and make pages and all that. So don't like think about the templates, and like don't think about like copying other people and stuff like that. Just start from scratch, and like over time you'll get more used to Notion, because Notion is quite tough to learn, especially for beginners, because there's just a ton of features inside Notion. So like I advise you, just try and start using Notion. Just try and type something inside Notion and like use it for like at least 4 to 5 months, and like see how that feels. Try and use it like every day and like see how it feels. There's an online version which you can use, so if you don't feel like installing it in your computer, that's fine. There's still an online version which you can use. But like Notion is a kind of app where like your future self will be happy that like your past self used it, because like you can basically put like your whole life inside Notion. And I feel Notion is really a wonderful app, and there's a lot of things you can actually do it. So it is tough for beginners, but like just try and do like random stuff with it and see how it feels. Maybe in the future I'll make like another video of my new Notion setup after like I get better inside Notion. And if you're still not sure how to use Notion, there are like tons of videos which can help you. And like if you like, you can like just comment on the video down below to tell me like your experience and like your questions about Notion. Alright, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.